Okay, here very quickly I'm going to take you on a little tour of a real mess of bacteria for your viewing pleasure. Get a load of this. Alright, first I'm going to take you to the slide level. This is, wait, cover glass level, I'm sorry. First part to come into focus is always the cover glass when you're working up from the bottom. Now, you'll see there are two distinct types of bacteria here. There's the fast-moving spirillum and the non-moving bacilli. Also, there might be a third type if you'll take a look to the center, just up a tiny bit above center and slightly to the left. You'll see a chain of 3 bacteria there. I'll put that in the center so you get a better idea what I mean. Right there, dead center. That could be a different species, it probably is. You're probably looking at several species here actually, but not so many different types. Now, going deeper into the fluid of the slide. Deeper. There, that's base level. That's, now you'll notice, take a look at that cluster right just left of center, and now here we are at the slide level. You'll notice that cluster on the cover slip is completely gone now. That's what a focus range you're talking about, despite the fact that you're not talking about a layer of fluid as thick even as a human hair. Despite that fact, working with high powers like this, that's how it behaves, and you have to get used to that when you want to find specific things. Anyway, look at all these fellas. These are spirillum bacteria. You can tell by the way they twist through the water like corkscrews. They are not corkscrew shaped. They are, well, okay, they are, but they are not a complete like, you know, you'd expect corkscrew to look. Look at that one just in the center there, that one off by itself in white. You'll see it's bent like a U. If you could look at that thing from the end, you'd see it was bent in a complete circle. It's a very loose, complete spiral, and so are they all. If you'll watch them very closely, you can tell they're all basically corkscrew shaped without so much of an obvious corkscrew pattern. And what a body count, huh? This, of course, is the same slide that I've been incubating for 4 days now. The little trick with the lard and sealing the drop of water between the cover glass and the slide. 4 days later, nobody's dying apparently. At least these guys sure aren't. They're alive and well, very happy, and multiplying like a son of a bitch. There's literally billions of them on this slide. You're only looking at one very tiny part. And now look here, see this curved shape here that follows around? Oh, you'll also notice, look at the lard itself. This is the body of the lard. See, it's full of pockets of bacteria. It's turning into an ant farm. The fat itself is riddled with colonies of bacteria, some even moving. See that? Basically what it comes to is, yes, they are eating it, and you can tell they're eating it because, just like I said, like an ant farm, there are tracks cut through it now. They're either very good at drilling or very good at eating. My guess is they're doing both. Anyways, now this curved shape, what you're looking at is a bubble-shaped indent in one of the walls, one of the barrier walls that seals the water in. This is made of fat, pig fat lard, and it has been an extremely effective sealant. This slide has been observed many times, long durations. The warmth of the condenser lamp heating it up constantly, and it's been banged around. One time very severely, I actually broke the seal, and lo and behold, the seal's back. It must have resealed itself, I don't know, because water was actually evaporating out of the gap for, it's a microscopic gap, granted, but still, it was leaking. I expected the slide to be all dried up the next day. It sealed itself, and it's still going. But yeah, look at all these guys. I wanted spirillum, I guess, spirillum, excuse me. I wanted spirillum, I guess I got them. I got a lot of them. I've always been my favorite type of bacteria visually because of the way they swim. Little corkscrews. They're particularly fascinating to watch when they slow down or reverse like many are doing there. They're fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. This slide is major toxic. I've identified at least 3 species, and probably a lot more. Really, there are long bacilli, short bacilli, there's the round-shaped coccus bacteria in here, the spirillum. The chains are what really freaked me out. I lost my ability to talk for a second there. The chains of coccus bacteria were what really freaked me out, because a quick search on Wikipedia for such bacteria occurring in chains like that kept turning up, in fact every search I did kept turning up Streptococcus, and I can do without that. I can really do without that. Strep is not fun. Even your garden variety sore throat strep isn't fun, but damn man, the flesh-eating variety, no thanks. Anyway, hey, pretty cool, huh? Let's take a little off-roading tour and then I'll let you go. You see, a lot of the fat does look like it has things in it, but it looked that way from the start. This is clearly infected, because not only can you see 1 or 2 moving deep in the fat layer, but also look at all the rod shapes in there. It's infected as hell. Eventually it's probably going to build up gas and blow. That's what I figure, and then at that point surely it'll dry up, and then I'll have a toxic mess to clean up, because the bacteria will probably live for a long time even with the water dried out. You know, the mass of the water. Look at all this. They've dug channels everywhere. They're pretty gross actually, aren't they? Slightly gross, yeah.